to the genius, Michael Jackson. I love you. This is probably one of my favorite songs because we all know Michael is magical. Nobody can dance like him. Nobody will ever be able to be like Michael Jackson. He is incredible. But this song, you can really hear his voice and his tone. I've studied everything about him.
The love ran deep. It's the king of pop's birthday. Michael Jackson would have been 66 years old today. Can you believe he's been gone for 15 years? But you know what they say, legends never die. Today we'll be looking at the relationship between Beyonce and Michael Jackson. There is a mutual love between them, despite what some of his fans may say. Now I've seen some people say MJ had a crush on Beyonce, and I don't know about that, but let's get into the video. Beyonce's love for Michael started at a very early age.
I have been a fan of Michael Jackson since I was a baby.
Well, I always loved to perform. I always loved Michael Jackson and dancing to his songs.
She got to see him for the first time in concert when she was 5 years old.
Michael Jackson was in Houston, and she was so excited about getting to see Michael Jackson.
Hello!
Tell them where y'all get ready to go.
We get ready to go to Michael Jackson concert.
She said then, I'm gonna be like Michael Jackson.
Beyonce often speaks about how much of an inspiration Michael was to her and how he impacted her career.
Once I saw Jackson 5 and Michael Jackson, I'm like, oh my God. The second I got on the stage, I just opened up and I became this whole other person on the stage, and I wanted to do it every day.
The audition that got Destiny's Child a record deal was them performing a Michael Jackson song, I Wanna Be Where You Are.
And now I learn the meaning of your story. And there's enough love for me to say. I wanna be where you are. Oh, oh.
18 years later, as a part of a Michael Jackson tribute, Beyonce would perform this same song in honor of Michael. In 2001, for the Bootylicious music video, Destiny's Child would take inspo from Michael's way of dressing and even some of his moves.
Michael Jackson theme. We were inspired by Billie Jean hats. We got the Michael Jackson gloves, and we got the socks, the flooding pants with the socks that go with some pumps. Yeah, this is like a Destiny's Child 2001 version of Michael Jackson in his Billie Jean days. So we're gonna do our Michael Jackson routine, and then the video will be over.
That same year, they would perform that song for Michael Jackson's 30th anniversary. Michael Jackson also saw something in Beyonce because he reached out to her to be a part of a song that would be for charity, which is called What More Can I Give? And this is Beyonce's reaction to that.
How many brothers will have to die before we do all we can?
Hi.
Hi, Beyonce.
How you doing?
Oh, good. I really appreciate you doing this because we're giving back.
I'm very honored. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Yes. Sweet.
Thank you. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
Many children will have to cry before we all take a stand.
And this next clip is probably the reason people think Michael Jackson had a thing for Beyonce.
I remember Beyonce had just dropped Crazy in Love. I remember that's what was just killing the dance. Security comes to get me and says, you have a guest here who wasn't on the list. And I'm like, who? He's like, Michael Jackson. I'm thinking they joking around. I'm like, Michael, what's up? Like, what you doing here? And then he leans over to me. We taking some pictures. He leans over to me. He's like, where's Beyonce? And I'm like, I didn't think I heard him correctly. He's like, I heard she said, where's Beyonce? And I'm like, okay, hold on, let me go find out where she's at. So I recall them dancing. I don't want to be quoted for that. That could have been in my imagination, but I do recall them dancing, and he was also ready to go for his as a man. I think we all as men at that time wanted to dance with Beyonce. And I remember Michael had the courage enough to come to the party, ask for Beyonce, and even dance with her.
In 2003, Beyonce would present Michael Jackson with Radio Music Awards Humanitarian Award. In 2006, she would present him with the Diamond Award at the World Music Awards, which is an award for artists who have sold over 100 million albums. Michael Jackson died when Beyonce was on her I Am World tour, and she actually dedicated Halo to him, and she literally broke down crying while singing. spoke of Michael after he died.
I definitely felt Michael's presence, and to hear his voice, you could just imagine how it would have been if he was there. So it was really emotional for me and everyone in the crowd. I'm so happy I got to tell him on numerous occasions how much he impacted my life. And I honestly would not have been anything that, I mean, any amount of success that I had, I wouldn't have had without Michael Jackson. He's taught me so much.
And even years later, in 2012, she wrote him a letter which read, "When I was just starting out, my first producer used to make me listen to Michael Jackson's live performance of Who's Loving You. He would have me watch that for hours back to back to back. What he wanted me to learn was his soul. You could hear his soul. And he was this little kid who hadn't experienced love, but he was a vessel. For whatever reason, he could evoke more emotion than an adult. It was so raw and so pure. It was these little things that he did that were just swag. It's something that's God-given. Michael taught me that sometimes you have to forget technique. Forget what you have on. If you feel silly, you have to go from the gut. Just let it go. Michael Jackson changed me and helped me to become the artist I am. Thank you, Michael. Love always, B." She was his biggest fan.
I love you forever, Michael Jackson.
It couldn't have happened without Beyonce. She's on there. I love this woman here. She's lovely.
I love you, and everyone else does. Happy birthday, Michael Jackson.
I'll definitely make another video about these two, so stay tuned for that and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.